Los Angeles, Super Bowl 56. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
He wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go play action with Jackson. Going up top. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And it's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. He finds an opening past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Watson. To the left side, complete. It's Grant. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. And they'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Travis Kelce, 29 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's got it up and through.
Ties the game at 7. Joey Slaughter.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. drive about to get started. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get him.
Jackson came and he lost the football. The Falcons grab it, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Recovered by the Falcons.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson rolling to his right. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 27. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
With the score tied 7-7.
On the ground, it's Akers. Allen Smith there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Watson.
And 8.
He'll buy some time right. That is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Back to throw, Watson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he goes out right around the 39. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
By Brian Burns. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Flush to his right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball.
And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did because, you know, I'm an aggressive guy. But that analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Calculated risk. It didn't work out. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Flushed out right. And he's got a man here, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They go play action now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it, but they will not be able to capitalize as time is run out here on the first half of play. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down now, Akers, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
That's a gain of 8.
They'll go again here with Akers, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And down at 20. Big time play there for the Falcons. 44 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. To give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you, symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
1st and 10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Jackson flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Pinheiro down to kick this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a two-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all we talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Falcons on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Browns. 47 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So all and everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up second.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. That is a deep shot that's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Beckham, 71 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you have green on that play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drive. Many of them don't want to.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Play action. It's Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Here's Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Ryan Burns, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl.
It's a turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Akers.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.